Good evening guys, welcome to the stream. My name is Celtic Alpha and tonight we're commentating in the other FRL Realistic Racing League. Tonight we're at Round 9, which brings us to the beautiful circuit of Singapore. Let me close the door first, if everyone can hear me. So it's going to be one of the only night races of the season. Just to be clear, we're in a realistic racing league. This means that the cars are not on equal performance but on realistic performance. We're having a full grid tonight, which will be very exciting to commentate on for sure. I've heard that the qualifying one is going to be a bit wet through the beginning, but it will dry up afterwards, so that might be interesting. Let's see who comes out on track first. Let's telemetry enable, the lap data. Very important in qualifying and full track map. Don't hear an engine starting yet. Guys are getting their set of the thing. There's two guys coming out. I think that's a Red Bull and an Aston Martin actually, and a Williams. There's Dixon coming out on track, and also is it coming out on track? Is it Moody? Moody is the first one who is out on track, so we're going to ride on board with him. Do a bit of a sighting lap of this beautiful but tricky circuit in Singapore. It's Moody first, and then behind him is Dixon. And there's more guys coming over the pit lane right now. Moody is actually reserving in the Williams because Jackson hasn't been able to mate yet. So let's see what Moody can do. He took a podium last week in the FRL here, so he'll be confident for this one, I think. But as in realistic racing league and in the Williams, so it will most likely be not, but we can always hope for the best for this guy here. Let me put up the stream as well. So Moody's now coming towards, I think, beginning of sector 3 a bit. Let's see what he can do on his first hot lap of the session. But it's going to dry up, so he wouldn't have to take that many risks on this. Oh, almost bends it. Almost bends it in the wall there. Yeah, you don't have loads of grip on this track on intermediates, I guess. If I see Moody right now, is a bit less of grip here. He's starting his first hot lap of the session. Now he's the first driver to cross the line to set a first hot lap in. Have we have a spin in sector 3, or is it just someone backing out? It's just someone backing out of their run. Alright. As we stay on board with Moody, because he will set his first hot of the session now, with Dixon right behind him in the Aston Martin, who is one of the favorites actually to be on the podium tonight, because we know Dixon, he's a really fast guy, and send him a pretty decent car and he'll perform well if he doesn't bin it, of course. Let's see what Moody can do in this lap. It's now going to the straight here, going towards a very tricky part of the circuit, especially in the wet circumstances here. This is actually really hard to take it right. He's not taking any risk, I think. He doesn't need to. As we see in Haas, their William Gaming is standing still on track. I don't know what's that for, but okay. Let's get back on board with Moody here. It was actually a bit of wheel spin there to that corner, and we see Dixon in the background. Dixon is actually flying on the slab, I think. He's almost catched up to Moody. Nearly there. Will Moody decide to get out of the way of Dixon, or will he just get his hot lap in? I think he will just get his hot lap in. No, he moves out the way for Dixon. Alright, that's really good sportsmanship there from Moody. We really appreciate that. What's Dixon's lap going to be? It's a 153.7, Moody in 203.1. But he has backed over this run. After he saw Dixon going, Famo coming across the finish line, 155.8. We have Alfa Romeo coming, I think. No, it is Thor with a 158.5, going third with that. We have the driver coming across the track, 155.7. We have a Merc there. Oh, the one gave me a spinner, I think. He's just, what is he actually doing? He's been there for a while, I think. Alright, however, Roman's Republic has just set at the third best time, with Big Bells in second place for now. With a 154.7, which is 1 second behind Dixon's time. It's only the first run, so yeah. We have a few Ferraris crossing the finish line, Fadum 283. Then we have Miliose crossing the finish line at 157, puts him in 8th place. Ahead of his teammate Thor. There's a Haas going to the finish line as well in the game, but I think he has spun it. So he will go back to the pits. Then there's the Warrior coming up, I think. The Warrior is coming to the finish line here in Q1. What will his time be right now? It is a 155.2, only 110 behind his teammate Celeste King. Crazy has it validated this lap. Is that Leclerc coming here? No, it's not Leclerc, it's actually Paige Baguette. We have an Aston Martin coming right now. Is that the driver or is that Dixon? It is Dixon. He just didn't get that time in. It was less than a tenth slower than his previous best. And we have Crazy coming up right now with the finish line, I think. Is it 2:00.4? Oh no, it's sector 1. Alright. We have an Aston Martin there, we have a Merc now. But that's Wild Dog probably was an outlet. No, it isn't, it was Big Bells, which puts him in first place. He won 53.7. And he goes fastest with that run. Leclerc now in third place. Roman's Republic now in third place. There's loads of stuff going on right now. So we have the Alpha Tauri of Battles Median on outlap here. There's a Ferrari going to the finish line. I think that's Fedron. And he's going faster than his previous one. He's going for 154.4, which puts him at 5th place for now. And for Alfa Romeo crossing the finish line, that's Matteo with a 156.0, which puts him in 10th place ahead of Genji. There's a Haas coming to the finish line, but that is Brilliant Gaming, I think. Yeah. But actually, it was Real Stakes going on an outlap. With the Warrior coming to the finish line. He's up on his time, I think. He was, but I think he's made a little error somewhere. He was half a second up on his time, but ended up not improving on it by 2/10. It's Crazy now coming to the finish line. Coming towards the last turn here, the most tricky part of the track, especially in the wet. It is a 12th place for him in the grid for now. We're on 57.5. We have Dixon setting a new fast lap, 153.2 now. And that's half a second quicker than Big Bells at the moment. Wild Dog is on an outlap. And someone has spun it. Who was it? Is it Leclerc? Leclerc has spun it in the Red Bull. And I think he's waiting now. Does he have damage on that front wing? It doesn't look like it. It might have got away with it. We have Paper Fells crossing the finish line, I think. He's not improving on this time. We have Rome's Republic coming towards the finish line now. He goes to third place, stays in third place, 153.9. He improves on his time, but that isn't enough to push Big Bells to third. We have Battles Mini now here with his first time. Has Miliosi crashed it out? I think he has, you know. I think he has. And the Warrior as well. Page Baguette is pretty close, but let's see what has happened there. If we can get the chance to it. Oh, I think Matteo has crashed it out. And there's a McLaren with the Warrior standing as well. Where are they situated? Yeah, I think Matteo has spun it out and Warrior has spun into him or something like it. So that's these three drivers probably all out of qualifying already. With the driver, the Warrior and Miliosi already out of qualifying. If Page Baguette, Rizzle Stakes, William Game, Lappy and Wild Dog can set a faster time than them, they will all be out of qualifying, however. Pretty curious to see what Wild Dog can do right now. Wild Dog is now coming towards the last turns of the track. Do we see an improvement by Dixon maybe? No, he isn't improving. Wild Dog is coming towards the finish line in the Merton right now. Crossing the finish line now, it's a 155.5, which puts him in 7th place. That's a great time there by Wild Dog. I think he will secure a Q2 position with it if it's not like really drying up towards the end of Q1. Crazy has invalidated. Oh, he's lost his front wing, I see. And there is a Ferrari across the finish line. It's Rome's Republic. We have an Alpha Tauri going towards the finish line. That was Genji who decided to pit. And Crazy has been disqualified from the session for blocking the pit lane exit. What has happened there? Is he just standing still at the pit lane there? I think he was. Maybe his crashes or something was a bit of a glitch. But he has been disqualified for it. I think this needs to be reviewed with the stewards after the race. But Crazy, Miliosi, the Warrior and driver are already out of qualifying. There's already 4 drivers out. Page Baguette is, I think, on a hot lap here. It isn't easy in these circumstances, man, to drive around Singapore. It's a very tough track and you really need to get it right. Otherwise you just end up in a wall. As we can see, Page Baguette crashing out on track. And that's already the 5th car that's crashed out on track here in qualifying session number 1. There's loads of stuff going on here. Oh my god, alright. Didn't expect that in Q1. But like I said before, it is a very, very tricky circuit. There's an out lap. We have a Haas going towards the finish line for Williams, the other Haas of Rizzle Stakes, who is starting his first hot lap of the session. We have Rome's Republic on a hot lap, and we've Yellow Sector 1. Rome's Republic is improving on the time. He goes provisional pole. Oh, provisional pole is the same as Q1. Sorry, we used to do short quali. Alright, he goes to first place with that, with a 153.1. He's 1 tad up on Dixon. So he's really put the pressure on Dixon now. There's an AlphaTauri coming towards the finish line. It's Metals Mini, I think. He improves on his time by almost a second, and he's up to 7th place with that time. Rizzle Stakes is on his first lap. There's a McLaren coming towards the finish line. So this King is on an out lap. There's a Ferrari of Mike Lappy, who's always setting his first lap now. He's doing pretty well, I think. Let's see what Federer's an out lap as well. Let's stay with Rizzle Stakes actually, because he hasn't set a lap time yet. He's the first one who's a hot lap to cross the finish line. Scully Jesus says, hello mate, how are you? Denmark coming in the stream saying, good luck Paige and Moody, do Williams proud and good luck all racers. Yeah, good luck to everyone. We've already seen 5 guys crashing out, unfortunately, in qualifying session number 1, which is very unfortunate if you ask me. Riddlestick's almost crashing the horse there. He's now coming towards the last corner of the track. Oh, it's pretty tight there. Is he improving on Paige Baguette's time? I think he is. He's 159.3, which puts him in 16th place for now. Levico across the finish line is a 156.6, and he's been qualified for qualifying session number 2. I wouldn't take too many risks now. Thor is improving by 1.5 seconds on this lap. If he doesn't make any mistakes now, he can end up in Q2, and he qualifies himself in Q2 with that lap, I think. 156.2 for him. Puts him in 12th place for now. Battles Mini has decided to pit. We have Sadistic King coming towards the finish line. What's his time going to be like? 151.1 is his best time so far, but I think he will improve on that. 154.3 was put him at 4th place, 600 in front of Leclerc, and 110 up on Veteran in the Ferrari. William Gaming is coming towards the finish line. We have a Ferrari crossing the finish line, I think. No, it is Veteran who's going towards the finish line. He's improving, I think, and he goes to 3rd place with that 153.5. He's qualified himself for qualifying session number 2 here for sure, and that is the Rebel of Leclerc already. He's crashed out again. He spun it again here, and needs to watch out for Sadistic King coming in the McLaren here. He backs out of it, Leclerc. That's pretty smart of him. Great sportsmanship there from him. And he crashes out again. He spins it again. Let's actually go to the horse of Riddlesticks, who's in another lap, I think. He's not improving on that, I think, is he? He might. I think he's improving, isn't he? 159.1 is 2 times up in his personal best for now, and that puts him at 17th place for now. Moody's now in an outlap as well. He's in 19th place for the time being. Thor is pitting. He's invalidated as well, and we have Big Bells going towards the finish line. No, it is Wild Dog. 155.5. Still not for a place. If it were these top 12 guys, I wouldn't take any risk because you've already qualified yourself in Q2, and that's the only thing that matters in qualifying session number 1. Sadistic Kings, he's retired in the pit, I think. He's retired in the pit. Leclerc's going towards the finish line. He might be putting in one more lap. Dixon is going towards the finish line. This is going to be interesting here. 153.1 is an improvement on his personal best, but he's still behind Roman's Republic with 200s. Roman's Republic is most likely going to top this qualifying session number 1. He's also the championship leader at the moment. He's 85 points in front of 2nd place. So yeah, he's one to watch out for tonight. He's won 4 races already this season. We're only like 8 rounds in. It's only the 9th round, and DRS is being enabled now. That might be interesting actually. And everyone is improving, of course, because DRS is being enabled now. Lappy is going towards the finish line. He's going towards, and there's a horse that's spun it out, I think. Riddlestick's probably a spun it, or just getting out of the way of everyone. Lappy goes 7th at that time, 155.0. Wild Dog's crossing the finish line, I think. No, it's Big Bells. 153.4. We have Wild Dog now is invalidated his lap time. We have a Rebel coming up for Leclerc, I think. He's 8 tenths up on his time. So I think he will probably go in front of Sadistic King, who doesn't make any mistakes, but can he go in front of Fedrin and Big Bad Bells as well? Let's stay on board with him. Let's stay on board with him. He's coming towards the last turn, and oh, that's a collide. That was a big. That really collide. He's really lucky to keep his front running there. Takes this one more time, going towards the finish line. I think he's backing out of it. We have a. Is that Moody coming towards the finish line? I think it is. He will put in a 158.8, and he just messing around there. So that's everyone over the finish line. We have 5 drivers who already crashed out in this session. And there's only 11. What is this for kind of stuff? Wait, is this real? I think it might be a glitch, you know, because Dixon was in P2, wasn't he? Has he crashed out? For me it says there are 8 drivers out of qualifying session number 1. Jesus Christ! Torres out of qualifying, Miniman, Moody, Page, Baguette, Rizzlesticks, Crazy, the Warrior, the driver, and Dixon as he crashed it out then. Hello William Gaming man, how are you doing? You're into Q2 man, great job, especially in the Haas. That's a pretty decent job from you there. Only 11 drivers here man, going into qualifying session number 2. That I've never seen it before. I've actually never seen it before. Well, is that not a bit of a glitch? Has Dixon crashed it out? I think he was just retired on track. Right, that was a bit weird. Yeah, there's only 11 drivers in qualifying 2 now. So there'll only be one guy who is failing to qualify for Q3 at the end of this stage. Oh my god, alright. As we see a... What is it coming out? A Haas of Filming Gaming is coming out now. He'll be the first one to get a lap in. Get an out lap in. 11 drivers. Madness, man. Absolute madness. Because now we see drivers going out on soft compounds and stuff because it's dry now in Q2. Q1 was absolute carnage if you ask me. Absolute carnage there. With telemetry that we enable it back and the lab data. There we go. Who's out on track at the moment? There's William Gaming out on track, Wild Dog is out on track, and Vamo is out on track as well. He's on the medium compound, Wild Dog is on the soft compound, Romance Republic is on the medium compound. He topped the Q1 session, and yeah, he's most likely to get through in a medium tire. Leclerc is on softs, William Gaming is on softs in the Haas. Yeah, Haas isn't the best car in realistic performance league, so he needs to go with softs to try and aim for the Q3 spot, because only one driver will fall off at the end of this session. Can someone tell me what happened to Dixon? Because he was in P2 and he's not he's not qualified himself. That was pretty nasty there. Ooh, William Gaming scraping the wall there in the Haas. There's a validation for him. Next lap as well then? For William Gaming the validation, yeah. This next lap has been invalidated. So we go on board with, is it Famo? It is Famo in the Alpine, yeah. He's on the medium compound. He'll be the first one to set a hot lap. So we're right on board with Famo Nubo for it. Mercs and Red Bull and the Ferrari is actually doing a very nice job, and not to mention the AlphaTauri as well. AlphaTauri are both in Q2, and there's a big chance they're all getting through to Q3. It would be a big accomplishment by a team. Especially with this kind of guys on the track, these fast guys. We have Vamu now. In sector 2, yes, he's behind an AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri needs to get out of the way. It's JNG or Pfizer to get out of the way. Maybe we'll do in this corner here to go a bit wide. Then through. Yeah, the main straight. Nice drive there, JNG. Very smart to get over the way there. Not ruin Vamu's hot lap on the medium compound. Let's see what Vamu is doing on this medium compound here in his first hot lap. Vamu's now coming towards the last turn of the track. What time will it be for Vamu on the medium compound? It will be 1:39.1, obviously the fastest time. We have AlphaTauri on out laps. We have Wildog on a hot lap right now. Can Wildog push Vamu into P2 now? Will he be behind Vamu with that run? He goes behind Vamu with that run on the soft compound, 1:39.3. Leclerc has put in the fastest time of the race, of the qualifying session number 2, 1:37.9. With another Romans Republic goes to second with that time, 1:38.1. We have a Ferrari coming over with Lappy, I think. No, it's not Lappy, it's Vedran on an out lap. We have JNG, this battles me then is on an out lap. We have Sadistic King on the hot lap, alright. Let's ride on board with him. Let's ride on board with Sadistic King. Let's see what he can do in his medium compound. He goes to a 1:38.9, which is faster than Vamu on the medium compound. He's the fastest of all. Oh no, Romans Republic has been on mediums as well. Forgot about that. So he's the fastest one on medium compound. Then we have Sadistic King and Vamu Newbold in 3rd and 4th place. From that we have Wildog in 5th place, who is on the soft compound and is validated this lap. We'll go on board with William Gaming because he's in the Haas and he hasn't validated it. Alright, let's ride on board with JNG then, who is on another medium compound runner here. Where can he put his AlphaTauri on the grid? JNG is coming towards the finish line. It is a 1:39.1, which is faster than Wildog, only 2.5 tenths slower than Vamu at the moment. Puts him in 5th place with that run. So there's a Ferrari coming towards the finish line. There's Lappy, also a medium compound. There's loads of guys on medium compound. He goes 3rd with that time, 1:38.7. We have Federer going towards the finish line, also on the medium compound. There's loads of guys on medium compounds here, and I think that was a corner kit, wasn't it? Yeah, he invalidated it there. 1:37.6 would have been first with that run on media, but he got the corner a bit there. Wildog is going towards the finish line. He's pit in. Then we've Battles Mini, I think, going towards the finish line, towards the last corner here on the medium compound as well. He's going to 1:39.5, puts him in 8th place. We have Sadistic King going to the pit probably. We have Vamu going to the pit lane. We have a Rebel there of Romans, I think. Romans Republic is going to the pit lane as well. And then we have AlphaTauri of Battles Mini, I think. No, it is JNG actually. JNG is 2 tenths to 5 tenths down on this time now. Will he decide to pit at the end of this lap and go for the soft compound? Or is he deciding to stick with this medium tire? In terms of the race strategy, of course. Because only one driver won't make it. And Big Bell's actually taking pretty big risk here. Only 7 minutes remain in qualifying session number 2. He hasn't been out on track yet. He only needs to set 1 lap time, of course, but he needs to set it. We have Battles Mini now coming. He's 2 seconds down this time. Sector 1 is doing a bit of an outlap, I think. We have Fadron coming, I think. He's invalidated it. And we have McLappy coming. He's 13 seconds behind his own time. So currently everyone, nobody's on the hot lap. No one is going to improve on his time for now. So we're waiting for the second run of some guys. Who is on the soft compound, who's on the medium compound? Leclerc has decided to call it a day in Q2. He'll be most likely be qualified for Q3, and he knows it. Leclerc will start the race on the soft compound here in Singapore. We have Roman's Republic on mediums, Lappy and Celeste King on mediums, Famo on softs, Genji is on mediums, Wild Dog is on softs for now, Battles Mini is on mediums, William Gaming is on softs and the Haas, then we have Fedron and Big Bells Bells both on medium compound, and Big Bells Bells is coming on out lap. Maybe it's just waited until everyone has decided to pit and just going on an out lap now and have some clean air. He's on mediums, alright. There's loads of guys on mediums actually. Depends on the race strategy you go for, obviously. Big Bells Balls is... Let's stay on board with them for a bit. He's one of the favorites as well tonight to get a podium and maybe even win it. In the Mercedes here, Big Bells Bells. And his teammate Wild Dog is out on track as well. The only two on outlaps. No, William Gaming is on the outlap as well now. He's on an outlap, alright. Rest is... Who's coming out there? Is that Lappy or is that Fedron? I think it's Fedron. It is Fedron coming out of the pit lane now, coming on his outlap. Who's next to come out on an outlap? Still 5 minutes remaining here. It will be probably a few guys who will decide to wait until there's like 2.5 minutes remaining or 3 minutes to get in 1 or 2 laps. Big Bells Bells, he's now coming towards the last sector of the track. He's doing his outlap nice and slow, not taking any risk. As Wild Dog spun it. I think he has, you know. Will he have damage to his front wing? Doesn't seem like it. Big Bells Bells already invalidated his lap time. And that's what I mean. If you... Yeah, he still needs to set the lap, and now he's invalidated this one, which puts more pressure on him to get the second one right. William Gaming on an outlap. Wild Dog on an outlap. He's spun it. I don't know if he's picked up some damage. We'll see about that in a second. We have Fedron on an outlap. He's invalidated his outlap already, but that doesn't matter. William Gaming on a hot lap. Alright. Stick on board with him then. So that's the King decided to call it a day there. He's pretty sure he's qualified on this medium compound for Q3 in the McLaren. William Gaming. He's now on his hot lap. Stationary purple sector 1, but I don't think that's really reliable, is it? Let's see. Coming towards the one of the most trickiest parts of the track here. Very long couple of corners here. In the Haas here. Took it pretty well around there. William Gaming is now coming towards sector 3, he is already in sector 3. Let's see. He's in the last couple of corners here. What will the time of William Gaming be like? Will it be a good one in the Haas? Will it be reliable? Oh, didn't go to corner there, my screen. He goes to 5th place with that run, 139.1. And I think the Haas might get through to Q3, you know. We have Big Bells on a hot lap right now. But there is a... Oh, it's Genji. With Wildog on a hot lap actually. Wildog's coming towards the finish line. He goes to P3 with that run. 138.6 on the soft compound. We have a Ferrari of Vedran going fastest of all with 137.3 on the medium compound. That is a banker of a lap there from Vedran. Really showing great praise here for Ferrari. Let's give him in the high for the race. Because he's doing a very great job here. Bigger Bell still yet to set the lap. He really needs to get it right now. He really needs to. Doesn't have any other choice. 1 minute remains in this qualifying session. Big Bells, will he secure a Q3 spot with this run? Or is he going for another run after it? I think this is a Q3 spot. Pretty sure of it. Maybe even P1. No, it is P2 for Big Bells. 37.4 on the medium compound, which is less than the 10th slower than Vedran. William Gaming is letting Genji pass, who is on a hot lap, obviously. But his teammate Battles Meany will be out at the end of this qualifying session. He is still in the pit and he doesn't have time to set a lap time again. So those 10 on the screen will go through to Q3, including the Haas of William Gaming. Great result there from him to put his Haas in Q3. As we see one AlphaTauri out of this qualifying session. Genji goes up to 8th place with this run. He goes in front of William Gaming with that run, and Van Renewable, who is also through to Q3. We have another. Do we have other guys in hot laps? Big Bell's probably doing an in lap. Just don't take any risk, man. Wild Dog as well. So Vedran tops this Q2 here in Singapore. Only 1/10, not even a 10th up on Big Bells. Then we have Leclerc in 3rd, Rome's Republic in 4th, Wild Dog and Lappy of P5 and P6. Sadistic King, JNG, William Gaming and Family Newell have made it through to Q3. Battles Mini will be out of this qualifying session for now. He will start the race on P11. Well, that was exciting, especially the Q1 session. Oh, it's very interesting to see what Q3 has to offer here. Only, I think, JNG needs to come into the pit lane now, or just crossing the finish line, and then we'll be underway for qualifying session number 3 here. Still curious what happened to Dixon, you know. Let's see, the Dixon has uploaded something, I think. Has he been disqualified for it, maybe? Oh what? He has crashed into Moody, was messing around after he crossed the finish line. He's not into Q3 because of that. Yeah, that's pretty weird. The Codemasters have really, like... Yeah, that was a stupid mistake by Codemasters there. So let's see here what qualifying session 3 has to offer. I think it is a Rebel coming out, is it? There's a Rebel coming out, I think. And an Alpine as well. The 2 Rebels are coming out and the 2 Alpines. Or the 2 Alpines, they're not even 2 Alpines, what am I saying? With one Alpine and 2 Rebels. What's that guy? When is Alpha Tauri, right? That's my bad. So Vamo is the first one on the outlap, but there's already following 4 guys straight behind him. They are Roman Republic, Leclerc, both Rebels, Janji and Lappy in the Ferrari. We have 2 Mercs here in qualifying session number 3. They're doing a great job tonight. We were expecting that from them. To be fair, the Rebel as well, they're both in. 2 Ferraris in, also doing a very great job. 1 Haas in, and we have 1 AlphaTauri in it, and a McLaren of Sadistic King in it. Sadistic King, and I think it is Big Bells will stay in the pit lane for now, but the rest is on outlaps for the moment. Let's run about with family here. Obviously everyone's going for the soft compound. No surprise about that. We're battling for pole here right now. If we make any predictions here, I'm going to make a little prediction here to make it a bit more interesting on Q3. I would put, I think, Veteran on P1, based on the space. I would put Big Bells, I think, in second, and Roman Republic in third. I think that's going to be the lineup for the Grand Prix here. Let's see if any of these guys can prove us wrong, because there's loads of fast guys in it as well. We should never underestimate them. Vemu is now on his hot lap. Purple sector 1 obviously for him. As we have Roman Republic behind them, I think. No, it's just Leclerc behind them, alright. We know Vemu is a very fast guy as well. So let's see what he has to offer here. He's an Alpine, so it is a midfield car to be fair. But it isn't the worst car either, so he should be able to do something in this car. Obviously not the pace of a Rebel or of a Mercedes, but they have decent pace. As we all can see in real life as well here. Alpines are doing a great job this year, in my opinion. With Alonso and Ocon. Ocon has won a race this year, I believe. Yeah, he did in Hungaroring, and we'll never forget about that crazy Grand Prix. But Vemu is... Oh, I need to set the lap data in and the telemetry. Just in time, and Vemu is going for 138.4 here. Then with Leclerc going right behind him. He's validated it, alright. Gingy's coming. What a 138.3 is faster than Vemu with that run. Roman's Republic is coming. He is only 136.5. Then we have Lappy crossing finish line 137.9. Is second place for now. We have the Haas of William Gaming coming up with a Ferrari of Veteran behind him. William Gaming 139.9. Veteran hasn't validated it. We have the Merc of Wild Dog coming. No, it's Big Bells with an outlap, alright. What's happened there? Was it a bit of contact? No, it didn't seem like it, alright. Big Bells is on his hot lap right now. Wild Dog is on his hot lap. He's the first one to cross the finish line for now. So let's stay on board with him now. In the Mercedes, there's loads of pressure on him. To be fair, he hasn't secured a seat yet for next season, so he really needs to perform here today and in the next races. As I say it, he almost outbreaks himself there and has invalidated his lap time as well. We have the Rebel of Leclerc coming up with Famo behind him, I think. Famo has the only Alpine in, so Famo's behind him. But Leclerc has invalidated it, and Famo has invalidated it as well. J&G is coming, but maybe in an in-lap. He's on an in-lap. Rome's Republic is coming, maybe on the in-lap. He's invalidated. Lappy is on an in-lap, I think. We have Sadistic King on an out-lap. And have Big Bells on a hot lap. That's what we want to see. Big Bells, what are you going to be able to pull off here with this run? We're all interested in seeing that. On the soft compound, Big Bells coming towards the last corner of the track. It is a 1:36.6. It's only 1:10 slower than Rome's Republic at the point. He's very close to Rome's Republic, but he needs to improve by most likely 2-3 tenths. Because Rome's Republic is probably going to improve on that. Wild Dog is on a hot lap, maybe? I think he's on a hot lap. Yep, he's on a hot lap. His previous lap has been invalidated. Let's see what this lap has to offer. Coming towards the last corner of the track here. What is his time going to be like? Where's it putting him? In P4 for the moment, 1:38.1. P4 is a very decent place for Wild Dog to start from if it stays like it, which most certainly does not. After Leclerc, veteran, have crossed the finish line. And Sadistic King as well, I think. He's on a hot lap. Let's see if I'm right or not. Sadistic King coming towards the last turn of the track. It's the easiest one to invalidate your time on. It is a 1:37.9, which puts him in P4, 2 tenths up on Wild Dog's time. Big Bells is probably on in lap, isn't he? Yeah, he is on an in lap. Vamo, is he on a? He's on the out lap. We have the Rebel of Leclerc and Rome's Republic on an out lap. We have Wild Dog probably on an in lap. Dixon coming into the stream saying I'm sad listening to motivational music, try to remember why I still bother with this game. Yeah, mate, I know sometimes the game is just really crazy, man. You can tell that from that clip that you uploaded. It's just, sometimes it's just absolute madness. Wu is on a hot lap. Sadistic King is on the in lap, I think. He's validated it. Leclerc is on the hot lap, I think, isn't he? He's starting his hot lap, alright. So there's Rome's Republic, the Rebel on the other side. Then we have a Ferrari. Both Ferraris on out laps. First one that will set a lap time is Leclerc. So we stay with him. We'll stay with Leclerc. He's in the Rebel. So I think he needs to be at least in front of Sadistic King and Lappy, I think. In front of Sadistic King and Lappy would be ideal for Leclerc. Maybe even trying to beat his teammate who has been dominating all season long for now. Rome's Republic. He's a very fast driver as well. Going towards the DRS zone here on track. Going towards sector 3. have nothing to rely on this lap. Yes, that lap time, yeah. Is the Alpine of Fama on hot lap as well? No, he's validated it, and we have the AlphaTauri changing out lap, alright. So that's it, stay with Leclerc. Guys behind him aren't on really hot laps. And Big Bells has joined back, so he just left the session, didn't see that. I think he's just in time to set another lap, you know. Leclerc goes to P3 with that lap, as I mentioned before. That's a great place to start from. Is Big Bells? Nah, he can't put in a lap anymore now. I think he's disconnected. And that has ruined his lap for sure. He's still in P2 to be fair. For the moment at least. Because we have loads of guys in hot lap. I think Roman Republic is another hot lap. He's backing off this run. I think we'll go for one more lap after it. Is it Lappy coming? It is Lappy. He's 110 double this time. He needs to have much more to go and track Leclerc. Will he be able to find it? Will be able to find a bit of some like 10s or something. He needs 8 10s or something, 7.5 10s ideally. Go in front of Leclerc. Lappy going across the finish line. It is a 137.5. It's improvement by 4 tenths. The gap between him and Leclerc is still 3 tenths for now. Sadistic King is on an outlap. Wild Dog is on an outlap. I think Sadistic King won't make it, you know. William Game will set one more lap. We have Wild Dog who will set one more lap. We have Fadron coming across the finish line. This is going to be an interesting one here. Fadron coming across the finish line. 136.2. And what did I tell you guys? I think he will line up a pole position here. I think that will be the pole position time for this Grand Prix, unless Roman's Republic is on another lap, so you never know, you know. He's the championship leader, so you can prove me wrong there. Change of finish in 7th place. We have Leclerc coming across the finish line, but that's not like really, that was an outlap I think. Roman's Republic will stay with him. He's the only one probably that could like track Fadron for pole position now. He could challenge Fadron for pole position, that's it. He's 2 tenths up, he's 2 tenths up on his time. This is going to be very tight here between Roman's Republic and Fadron. This is going to be really, really tight. Coming across the last few turns of the track, he needs to get this right, which he does. Going towards the last turn. Is it pole position? Fadron, Roman's Republic. Who is it going to be? Is it Roman's Republic or Fadron? It will be Roman's Republic with 136.151. Only a few hundreds, 1/10 faster. Like 1/10 faster. Let's keep it with that. William Game across the finish line, 138.8. The Merc of Wild Dog goes into P5 with that run. That's a pretty decent lap there from Wild Dog. Qualified yourself in P5, and that is a very good lap from him there. With Fadron going towards the pit lane, he's qualifying himself P2. And that's qualifying over here, so Roman's Republic will start the race from pole position with Fadron and Big Bells in P3 and P3, with Leclerc in P4, Wild Dog in the Mercedes in P5 has done a great job there. Lappy in P6, we have Sadistic King in P7 in the McLaren, Janji in P8 in the AlphaTauri, Famo in P9 in the Alpine, and William Gaming P10 in the Haas. That will be your lineup for today's race here. Wow, what a qualifying session it has been. Let's see if we can repeat that in the Grand Prix as well. There we have your confirmation with the top 10 are we'll be back in I think 1 or 2 minutes with the formation lap for the FRL Realistic Racing League. So here we are then in the Singapore Grand Prix, the moment we've all been waiting for here in Realistic Racing League. It's time to race. Let's see when you guys are about to ready off the formation lap. It probably takes 1.5 minutes or something. Because everyone needs to do their strategy here for this Grand Prix. We're about to get a formation lap underway in under 30 seconds, guys. The moment we've all been waiting for here. Let's start our engines here. Formation lap is about to get underway, and it's underway now. We're Fedrin getting a slight jump start in a formation lap, doesn't matter. We have a full grid tonight, and that's really nice to see, really nice to commentate on a full grid. 20 drivers, it's just amazing, guys. Thank you for that. We have Dixon on P12 actually, but Dixon should have been at least in Q3, man. He should have been. I don't know what happened there, but that was really weird what Codemasters did to Dixon. That he was really upset by it as well. But yeah, that's what things go in life. As we see Roman's Republic warming up his medium tires. Let's actually see the strategies. Lap data, we don't need that for the race. We need the tires the guys are going to use. So we have Roman's Republic, Veteran and Big Bubbles on mediums. We have Leclerc and Wild Dog on softs. The entire top 6 to 9 is on mediums. We have William Gang on softs, obviously in the Haas. We have Battles Me, Dixon and Driver on mediums with the Warrior on hards, which is pretty interesting to be fair. Miliose and Tor 8 are on softs. We have me, Man Moody, Rizzle Sticks and Page Brigade on mediums, and we have Crazy on soft compound here. That are the strategies the drivers are going to use here in tonight's Grand Prix. The Grand Prix will be entirely dry. No signs of rain in the entire Grand Prix here, so that is a bit better than qualifying session number 1, isn't it? Let's go towards the real race now. This is the moment all the drivers have been waiting for all week probably. Most these guys do multiple races obviously in league racing. We are ready to start this Grand Prix here. The most exciting part always is the start in turn 1, man. Let's see how that's going to go here. We're ready for the start once Rizzle Sticks has been to the crit. We're ready. We are ready for the Singapore Grand Prix here. will be lights out very shortly now. As I say it will be lights out. It will be lights out in a few seconds. It is lights out in this Grand Prix, and we have a really great start from Veteran and Rome's Republic. Both of them are pretty good away. We have a bit of contact with a Mercedes there, as we see Aston Martin, and that's absolute carnage. Absolute carnage in the first lap. We have Lappy with loads of debris on track. We have 5-second time for the Rizzle State Super Collision with Crazy there. That was mental. Rizzle Stakes just crashed into someone, I think. He didn't expect that at all. And we have a safety car already. Alright, yeah. That was absolute carnage there. Not gonna lie. It was Dixon who was spun around there in the Aston Martin as well. He has lost his entire front wing. Moody has lost his entire front wing. Who lost his front wing? Only two guys. We've Thor as well lost his front wing. Thor lost his front wing. Absolute carnage, man, if you ask me. Anyone else picked up some damage? The guys in front, are they alright? I think they are. It's about those guys behind. Oh my god, that was a banger of a turn 1 there. That's what I'm talking about there. Turn 1 is in Singapore, it's really hard to get it clean. With 20 drivers on track, it's almost impossible. Always be some unlucky guys between them. Rome's Republic is leading this Grand Prix still. We have the first safety car already in lap 1. After turn 1 we already had a safety car here. Will this is there any drivers going to decide to pit and go for another strategy here? Who is? It's Big Bells and Leclerc is. Leclerc is going for another strategy, I think. Or has he picked up some damage? Let's see about that. Has he picked up damage, Leclerc? He hasn't, it's just another strategy to go to mediums, yeah. There's loads of guys in the pit lane actually, with Leclerc, with Willem Gaming coming into the pit lane here. He's going to another tire strategy. Thor's coming to the pit lane, he needs a new nose here. And he's going to the medium compound. Moody needs a new nose, he's going to the medium compound. We have the Warrior to the medium compound and Dixon. Also new nose and to the medium compound. That will cost loads of budget to those guys with new front wings. That's 150k for each front wing. So yeah. It's getting pretty expensive there. When will the safety car decide to pit? I think it will not pit at the end of this lap, but the next lap. Personally, I think so. Or actually, I think everyone might be behind the safety car once it goes to the finish line. It will be a very close call, I think. So maybe we'll go in the pits at the end of this lap, maybe the next lap. Has there happened something on track, or is it just a glitch? No, it's just a glitch, I think. Will we get the notification of safety car in this lap? Will we get a go or no go for the safety car to go in the pits at the end of this lap? I think we'll get a no go, you know. I think we'll stay out for one more lap. Because Williams of Moody isn't like in the train of the safety car. Will it be a late call or not? No, it goes for one more lap. So it'll be the last lap of under safety car conditions here. Riddle Sticks has this 5-second time penalty he needs to serve, probably in the pit lane or at the end of the race. See everyone warming up their tires here. let's see what happens in the restart. I'm really curious to see what happens in the restart. Nobody's crashed out in turn 1. Actually, there's nobody that DNF'd yet. Let us actually see the positions everyone has gained. We have the first 3 haven't changed places. We have Sadistic up 3 places, Famu up 4 places, Changes up 2 places, Wild Dog is down 2 places, Battles Minis up 3 places, the Drivers up 4 places, Miliosi is up 5 places. We have Rizzlesticks who's up 7 places, he has a 5-second time penalty to serve. We have Crazy being up 8 places from P20 to P12, that's a really nice run from in there. Paige Baguette is up to 13, he's up, she is up 6 places, sorry about that. Lappy's down 9 places, Leclerc is down 11 places. We have William Gaming down 6 places, but he's decided for another strategy. Thor is down 1 place, the Warriors down 4 places, Dixon's down 7 places after that crash in turn 1, and with Moody down 3 places, P70 to P20. Safety car is in this lap notification. Race controller decided to give it a go for the safety car to go in at the end of this lap. So let's see. Lap 3 of the 31 here. We go soon into lap 4 as Rome's Republic will lead the field. Was that a touch with Big Balls, Bells and Veteran there, or did I see that wrong? They're just very close to each other probably. They're just so close to each other, man. Let's just see what happens on the restart. It will be very interesting here on the restart, especially in Singapore. Rome's Republic went and he decided to give it a go here and start getting up to racing speed. He goes now, I think, in that corner. Yeah, he goes now. And this is quite a nice restart here. And Big Bells is going to attack Veteran for 2nd place here, maybe in turn 1. Yeah, he goes on the inside of Veteran. Veteran takes P2 back. And we have what's happened there. Lappy has spun it out on track in the restart. And there's a yellow flag in sector 1. Will that cause another safety car, or a virtual safety car maybe? What is going on the track? There's so much going on, I can't keep up. JNG is only 2/10 behind now. It's Sadistic on 3/10 behind Fama Nubel. We have the Warrior getting 1 place. Tori is battling it out. Oh, that's the hard, almost spinning it out of track. Of William Gaming. Oh, that was almost a spin there. He got a bit of a touch with Thor in the Alfa Romeo. New ends Dixon is up. Dixon is up to P15 now in the Aston Martin. Rattlestick is up to P10 now in the Haas. He goes in front of Miliose with that. Rome's Republic is 1 second in front of Veteran. And we have a yellow flag in sector 2. Is that the Warrior who has crashed out? The Warrior has crashed out as well. And that's another safety car. That's another safety car. We're just getting up to racing speed, and we have another safety car in Singapore. It's lap 4 of 31, and the Warrior has crashed it out on track alongside Lappy. There's a Ferrari and a McLaren already out of the Grand Prix, so that's no good news for them constructors right there. Let's go Rome's Republic then for now. What tires is everyone on? Most of guys are on mediums actually, and Wild Dog is pitting. Wild Dog is pitting. He's decided to go for another strategy, or has he picked up some damage? And Crazy gets a 5-second time penalty for Miliosi with his... Oh, he collapsed with Miliosi there as we see Wild Dog in the Alpine there. Literally going in the Alpine. Ghosting him inside the Alpine. Miliosi is now going towards the pits. He has broken his front wing. His new nose for Alfa Romeo there, and 5-second time penalty serve as well. Does he go for... He goes for hards, yeah. He goes with the hard compound, but that is his reasons. Because I have a chat with him before, and he told me he just felt better on this hard compound, and if he feels better with it, then he can just go with it. No worries about that. Crazy is still that 5-second time penalty, so I think 10-second time penalty for Crazy. If it's 10-second time penalty, Riddle's take is a 5 for that incident in the beginning. I'm very curious about these strategies, man. Everyone is on mediums now. Everyone is on mediums, except for Miliosi in the Alfa Romeo, who is on hards. These hards will probably last until lap, I would say 20 to 23, maybe 25, 24. I think you will go to soft after that. So that's the second safety car of this Grand Prix, and we're only 5 laps in. Absolute carnage here in this Singapore Grand Prix. Safety car has not decided to pit at the end of this lap, so we'll go around for one more lap. He'll be in at the end of this lap probably. Going to lap 6 now. Lap 6. Let's see what is going to happen on track. No overtaking possibility so far, to be fair, because of the safety car. This race has just been one safety car race so far here. Hopefully safety car has enough fuel, because I don't know if it's made to go around for I don't know how many times in a race. What else can we see now? We have Rizzles takes us up 10 positions actually, oh my goodness. He's doing pretty well in that Haas for now. He's a 5-second time penalty to his name, and under safety car conditions that's no good for him. We have Paige Paquette up 9 places. She's doing a really good job here, from P19 to P10 for the moment. And then we have Driver up 6 places. And Van Manubel and Thor up 5 places as well. They're doing pretty good jobs as well. Safety cars in this lap. Alright, we get up to racing speed very shortly again, and hopefully it will stay like that for till the end of the Grand Prix here. Lap 6 of 31 still. We'll shortly go to lap 7. Though if we can get to lap 31 without any safety cars or something. Or virtual safety cars, maybe even, that's not like that bad. Romans Republic is now coming towards the last couple of corners. He's backing up the field. When we decide to go, probably in the corner there, the last corner, you'll probably just go on the throttle, but don't take yourself out on that restart, man. It can really hurt your race. And Fedrin has a really nice restart. I think that's a bad restart for Romans Republic, isn't it? He's using loads of ERS. No, it's not a bad of a restart, it just seemed like that. What do we have going on track here? Dixon's going down the inside here of Thor. He's going down the inside, but hasn't been overtaking him now for now. What we have on the else on track. Texas decided to give it a go on Thor now then. Oh, there's 3 guys next to each other, and that was a bit of a scrap there for Rizzlesticks. I think he bumped Dixon a bit in the wall there. Not too sure about that. They lock wheels there. They lock wheels. Rizzlesticks still in front of Dixon. No, Dixon is in front of him. Now that we have a Red Bull coming in front of Rizzlesticks as well. The Red Bull of Leclerc. We have Pigwell's Belt, who went up to 2nd place actually, because there's so much going on here. We can't keep up. We literally can't. Leclerc is only 4 tenths behind. William Gaming is over to P Crazy. There's a battle here between William Gaming and P Crazy. Has decided to give it a go. The driver battles mini are battling it out, I think. They're very close to each other here. Oh, the driver's been sandwiched with 2 Alpha Tauris here. He's really being sandwiched here with 2 Alpha Tauris. Big Well's Bell is only 4 tenths behind Rome's Republic for the moment, and he goes to fastest lap for now on 42.7. And will he decide to attack Rome's Republic here? He's really putting the pressure on him. Big Well's Bell looks really strong here in Singapore. He really looks very strong here, and Mima Moody and Wild Dog are battling it out here. Wild Dog went in front of Mima Moody with that. He goes up to 13th place now. Dixon and Leclerc are battling it out. Leclerc went in front of Dixon here. Was a bit. Battlespeed was looking for a gap. There wasn't a gap there. We have Crazy Mima Moody battling now, I think. Yep, they're both battling. Ooh, Moody went very wide there. Goes to the inside. Oh, there was contact there. And William Gaming overtook him as well, as is Miliose. Page Brigade now in 18th place. Rome's Republic has a gap of 5 tenths on Big Well's Bells. And Team 2 are 1.7 seconds in front of Veteran then. Thor is probably deciding to give it a go on Rizzlesticks pretty soon. He might do that. He's 3 tenths down. He is really on the edge now. Rome's Republic goes fastest lap with 141.8, and that's faster than Big Bell's Bell's lap. DRS has been enabled now. That's really nice to see. We have Wild Dog behind Thor now, mixing them in the battle as well. He's getting in the battle. He's going on the inside of Thor here actually. He's going on the inside of Thor. Ooh, and a bit of track limits there I think from Wild Dog. I think that was a warning. Meanwhile in front we still have the top 2 within half a second. They're really giving us a go here, and if there's something happened, I think a star crashed. Oh, he spun it, but was a contact between him and Wild Dog or Rizzlesticks. Don't know for sure. He has spun it, but he's still in the Grand Prix. I just back over 1 second of that battle and immediately get the consequences of it. So that's pretty nice there. William Gaming is now close to Crazy. He's deciding to probably give it a go there in one of the straights. Ooh, goes the inside. Oh, that's just, yeah. And he has broken the front wing of Crazy there, and that is going to be reviewed by the stewards for sure. And we have another safety car. We have another safety car. That's his 3rd safety car now in this Grand Prix, only lap 9. Oh my god, William Gaming has crashed it. He has crashed it out for the Haas. That's only 17 drivers remaining in this Grand Prix now. Yeah, there was definitely contact between him and Crazy. Crazy is reversing it on track here, which will cost him a place to Baguette and the drive, and everyone is pitting obviously. There's loads of guys going for new strategies. Rome's Republic is onto the hards to the end of the race. Red Stakes get another 5-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane. Veteran is on hards. I think probably most of the guys are on hards now. I don't know if that's the best choice, because there most likely is going to be another safety car if it is going this way. Page Bugat is up many places now, but it's Big Bells leading at the moment, with Sadistic King in second and Leclerc third, Wilding in fourth. Miliosa is up in fifth now, with Mima Moody in sixth, Ron Spalding in seven, Page Bugat in eight. Veteran is in ninth, Van Manubel is in 10th place, with Shinji in 11th, Driver in 12th. And then the rest of the grid. We have Dixon. What is he going to do? Is he going for hearts? These are hearts, yeah. I think everyone will go for hearts, won't they? Most of them are. There are some guys in fresh medium, so they are guessing there's going to be another safety car. And I'm very curious about the strategy of Big Bells, the Sadistic King here, and Page Bugat and Mima Moody. Leclerc as well, they are on 7 and 9 at old mediums. And everyone is pitting for the hard, so if there's no safety car, they need to pit again, and the guys in the hards don't need to pit again. That's going to be very interesting here. This is a really crazy race, guys. I don't know what you guys think of it, but it is really nuts. Big Bells is leading this Grand Prix. He was one of the favorites to win it before the race started, but can he pull it off in the end? That's the question. We have a 5-second time penalty for Page Bugat. It's a very collision with Veteran. What has happened there with Paige? She had a bit of a moment there with Veteran. So yeah. That's Paige getting a 5-second time penalty there. Who's on how many penalties now? Who's on what penalty? Driver 5 seconds for speeding in pit lane. Riddlestick 5 seconds for speeding in pit lane. Page Bugat or collision at first in the beginning of the race, I think. Page Bugat is in 10 seconds with a collision, a safety car, and I think speeding the pit lane. Crazy is on 10 seconds, one time speeding the pit lane, I think, and one collision. So yeah, that's the race resumed for you guys. Will the safety car decide to go in at the end of this lap? I think it will, you know, because everyone is back behind the safety car. I think it may decide to go in at the end of this lap. Quick Hill is not spectating anymore, I guess. He's like, peace, I'm out. Safety cars indeed in this lap. Safety cars in at the end of this lap. And no, it's not Roman's Pub with Big Bells who is backing up the field. I think there's a few more guys that are going to crash out, if I'm honest with you. We've already seen 3 DNFs now. That's 1 million. That cost Haas 1 million for 1 million for McLaren only in this race, not to count the front wings. Let's see, Big Bells when or he's starting to get a racing speed now again. Oh, that's a pretty early restart. I think nobody expected that. That's a really good restart there from him. And there's Leclerc coming into front of Sadistic King or not. No, he decided to back off of that. We have from Spurlake in front of Moody now. We have Fenric coming. We have Battle between the Williams of Page Baguette and Dixon. Dixon is going in front of Page Baguette, and we have Crazy in front of Page Baguette as well. Now is Thor deciding to give it a go as well then? Maybe, I don't know for sure. We see Leclerc going in front of us, Sadistic King. That's more important there. Yeah, so Leclerc is in front of Sadistic King. He's up to second place now. Family Newell has overtaken Moody, has gone wide again there. The driver took him as well. What's going on the track as well now? If Battles Meany only 2/10 now behind Moody. Will he decide to give it a go, Moody? I think he won't. Will he? No, he decided to back off of it. That's smart of him that. Dixon is probably going to give it a go on Rizzle Sticks here for P13, that is. He's going to the inside there of Rizzle Sticks. Yeah. They're next to each other here. Dixon's still behind Rizzle Sticks. Aggressive defense there from Rizzle Sticks on Dixon. So another battle's going on the track. Dixon is still, he's behind. He's left the session, Dixon. He's left the session. Has he lost connection? Or did something else happen there? Big Boss Battles are still leading this Grand Prix here, but Rome's Republic is starting to give it a go. Emiliose here, to the inside, and he is up to 5th place. He needs to get up as soon as he can. Back in that field, he's on hard tires. We have Fedrin now 110 behind with Battles Moody. Battles Moody is going in front of Moody there. Fedrin goes in front of Emiliose here. What we have going on track for battles. Family Newell is probably going to decide to give it a go there. Oh, we've Fedrin a bit of outbraking there. Almost outbraked himself. Thor's now in front of Dixon, but he's left the session, as far as I could see. Wild Dog is only half second behind Sadistic King now. We have Family Newell's trying to decide to give it a go. Janji is trying to benefit from that as well. So, and Dixon has joined back. Yeah, he's just lost the connection, I think. He is back in this Grand Prix, which we are really happy for. Can he still manage to get some points here? The driver only... Oh, there's a real nice train here. There's loads of stuff going on. It's going to be a really nice battle here, and as the timing board glitches on my screen. But let's see. This is the main train. They're really going to be fighting. As we're almost half on the way this Grand Prix now. What's going to happen down here? Wild Dog has a 3-second time penalty for track limits now. What's happened to Moody? Is there something happened to Moody? He's coming into the pit lane. And Janji is in front of Family Newell now. He's in front of Family Newell. 9/10 behind Emiliose now. Wild Dog is in front of Sadistic King. He's overtaking Sadistic King here. Nice overtake there from Wild Dog. He's doing a really great job here. The driver's in front of Family Newell now as well. As you see Janji now closing in on Emiliose. This is the kind of racing we want to see, and Rome's Republic is closing in on Sadistic King. I think he really is on fire now, Rome's Republic, isn't he? He is trying to get past these guys as soon as he can to start the hunt on Big Bells and Leclerc, his teammate. And Wild Dog, of course, as well, who is in this train. So when will he decide to attack Sadistic King? I think he will do on the finish line straight. The driver is 2 times behind. Janji will decide to give it a go, probably also at the finish line. Sadistic King and Rome's Republic. This is a really nice battle here between them. Rome's Republic will probably decide to give it a go here, won't he? He is going to give it a go here, down to the inside probably. Yeah, he goes to the inside there. And is that in front of Sadistic King? Yeah, he's in front of Sadistic King with that. There's a really nice overtake there from Rome's Republic into turn 1. And he is up in 4th place with that. The veteran is most likely to overtake Sadistic King as well there. As you see Crazy getting in front of Dixon, battling it out there on track. The veteran is probably decided to give it a go on Sadistic King very soon here. This is still the main train. The battles are going on. Miliose, JNG, Vamanubel and the driver. Dixon is up in front of Rizzlestakes now. He's into P12. He's on fire as well at the moment, is Dixon. JNG's getting in front of Miliose here, I think. This is an attack for P7, yeah. JNG is in front of Miliose for now. Yellow flag is sector 2, and who is that? Was that Thor? Has he lost his front wing? Yeah, he's lost his front wing there. Thor lost his front wing once again there, and that's another safety car. That is the 4th safety car, if I'm not mistaken, of this Grand Prix, and we're not even halfway this Grand Prix. Oh my goodness, alright. Absolute carnage. Absolute carnage here. And Big Bells aside the pit, yeah. So those guys who went on medium compounds are now have a big advantage on the rest of them, because they gambled for another safety car. Wild Dog is now in the lead of this Grand Prix, in front of Rome's Republic. Then we Fadron, who is pitting. Sadistic King is pitting as well. A new no step for Sadistic King, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was for not for Sadistic King. Alright, my bad. The driver has a 5-second time penalty. He's going to serve in the pit lane now. Dixon is right behind him, so that will cost Dixon loads of time there. I will lose loads of time with this pit stop. As we can see, Thor getting in the pit lane as well. Mean Man Moody, is he coming in the pit lane? Probably not. Yeah. Dixon gets new mediums on. We'll bring him to the end. Thor gets mediums on to bring him to the end. Rizzlestakes is on mediums as well, I think. These are mediums? Yeah, they're mediums. Mean Moody overtakes Thor and Dixon there. Oh, Wild Dog, this 3-second time penalty is really going to hurt you, I think, in the end, because of the many safety cars we've had in this Grand Prix. It's not going to benefit him. That 3-second time penalty is going to lose a few positions with that. "10 seconds for Crazy and Page Bucket is really a lot. That's a lot, 10 seconds to serve at the end of the Grand Prix. The tire compound, let's see about that. We have Paige Buchanan with 15 laps, all mediums. Maybe it's time for her to go to pit lane this lap and maybe put another set of, no, can't put another set of mediums on. Maybe put a hards on, maybe softs, I don't know, something like it. We'll see what she decides to do, because it's her choice, of course. With Wilder on 10 up mediums, he needs to pit again. He really needs to pit again. Is he deciding to do it now? No, he's deciding to do it later on in the race. He's gambling for another safety car. Big Bells is on softs, so he's gambling for another safety car. I think he can take it to the end if he really wants to really manage his tires, what he's already doing. He's not warming them up, but that's a gamble from Big Bells there. Safety cars are going to go across the track one more time before he decides to pit at the end of this lap probably. So yeah, this has been one safety car race actually. Safety car has the main role in this Grand Prix at the moment. This is already the fourth safety car that came out on track. We've seen loads of front wing replacements, which will cost teams loads of money, of course. 150k per front wing. And then we have already 3 guys DNF, and that's $1 million for those 3. So yeah, it's not benefiting the financial part of this league, of these teams actually, not the league but the teams. Wild Dog still leading this Grand Prix, of course, because yeah, he's behind the safety car for now. But will that remain this way? He needs to pit again. Safety car's in this lap, like I said before. It will decide to pit at the end of this lap. Wild Dog is now responsible for the restart. Will he surprise the grid like Big Bells Battles did? He did a really great restart, and nobody has expected that restart. So let's see about that. When is Wild Dog deciding to go? When the safety car is going to pit? He's keeping this with the safety car now, trying to pull a gap there, but yeah, Rose Public is right on his tail there, and he's doing it the same place as Big Bells Battles did, and it has worked again. It has worked once again here in this Grand Prix. What is going to happen behind him? Is Rose Public deciding to give it a go? No, like, oh, we have Dixon overtaking Thor here and down the inside with 3. Oh, that was really tight there from Dixon, Thor and Moody. And that is Big Bells Battles, one of the favorites to win it. His front wing is gone, so what has happened there? Oh, Big Bells Battles, that is not how you're supposed to end this race. What is happening on track with Dixon in front of Rizzle Stakes now? We have Leclerc who's trying to overtake Crazy in the Alpine. The guys from this big team just need to try and get as much places in as they can. So that's King is trying to dive down the inside of Leclerc. Wasn't enough space for her to do it. Rome Superbike gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That is really going to affect this race, I think. That might affect this race at the end, you know. Wild Dog is 8 tenths up now on Rome Superbike, and New Hands Dixon now goes to 11th place in front of Paige Baguette. Driver has overtaken Paige Baguette as well. If Thor now right behind her. Will Thor decide to give it a go as well then? He might. Now for Romeo, he might. Oh, should wait until the straight, I think. And do it right here. Which will probably do that. Down the inside, there's not enough space there, so he decides to back off of it. If another battle's going on track with Leclerc only 1 time behind. And that is Rizzle Sticks out of this Grand Prix. And that's another safety car. Oh my goodness, that's the 5th safety car of this Grand Prix. And there's 2 Haas's out of this Grand Prix now. That's 2 million from them for both Haas's there. Oh, that is not how you're supposed to end the Grand Prix. Rizzle Sticks is crashing out in turn 1, I think, turn 2. Big Bells Battles, that has really saved this race now, hasn't it? Go for another set of softs. And try not to crash it out this time then. But can he overtake the safety car? I don't know actually, can he? Do you need to stay behind it? I think I need to stay behind it, wouldn't it? No, he can overtake it, alright. He can overtake the safety car. He's waiting for the leader. Which is Wild Dog for now. Yeah, that's the 5th safety car of the race. We're only 19 laps in. Yeah. That is really intense here. Drivers aren't really able to race, are they? I really feel bad for these guys because they really want to race, but 5 safety cars in 20 laps. That's just madness, isn't it? Changey and Dixon are deciding to pit. Driver is about to pit as well. Changey on softs, probably all going for softs. Dixon on softs is going to be flying on the field. Big as well on softs. Driver probably for softs, yeah. And a new nose again. I don't know again, but a new nose for the driver there, which costs him 150k there. Will Wildog decide to end the race on this medium compound? I think that's very risky to do it. Then your mediums will be on 26 laps, 25, 26 laps. I don't think that's manageable, is it? But we've been behind the safety car for a very long time, so who knows? Of course he's in the lead. I think he needs to try give it a go and risk it. I don't know what his tires are on, but probably be around like the 40% now or something. 30-40%, if not even more. We have loads of guys in hards actually, so this guy's on mediums and this guy's softs, sorry for that, they will be flying towards the beginning of this restart and towards the end of the Grand Prix as well, I think. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen there. Three-second time belt with the driver and the safety car circumstance for track limits. That's really dumb of him actually. That's not the way you want to drive under safety car conditions. Took too many risks there, and safety car goes around for one more lap before it decides to go in the pits at the end of this lap. Page Bagat is now pitting. Yeah, he's using 19 lap, 20 lap old mediums. These mediums will be that, I guess. These will be really that. That's probably going to be a set of softs, and he's serving a 5-second time penalty as well. These are going to be softs indeed. And a new front wing, which is 150k for Williams there. Wildog is still leading here in the Merc though. And Big Bell's in 15th place now. But he's on soft, so he'll be flying. This will be a very interesting end to this Grand Prix, I think, if there's not going to be another safety car, of course. Which will ruin the race, in my opinion. Loads of safety cars here. And also Singapore is a very, very long circuit, so yeah. Takes longer for safety car to get around the lap. To get a lap in. It's one of the longest circuits on the calendar as well. So yeah. Safety cars in this lap. That's very good news for the drivers, so they can go back up to racing speed. Let's see, is Wilder going to good in the second spot? I need Roosevelt is expecting that now. He will be expecting that on that place again. Is he already going now, Wilder? Yes, he's going now. He's going way earlier than before, actually. And that's a really nice restart by him there. 7 tenths up Roman's Republic now. What's happening to us the rest of the grid here? On the restart. Always nice to see the restart what's happening. We have Janji on the inside of Moody here. Janji up to 11th place. We have Dixon up to 12th place, I think. Dixon up to 12th place. Big Bell's up to 14th place. He's overtook Moody there. Famo is giving it a go on Matteo, I think. He's trying to give it a go. Leclerc has been up to 6th place. He's passed Battles Mini there. Will Famo decide to give it a go on Miliosi there. And Matteo. Not enough room for that at the moment. Paige Bagat overtakes Mima Moody there. His teammate as well, her teammate as well. Janji's only 3 tenths behind Thor now. And there's all these soft runners behind Thor. And oh, Dixon takes it over the inside of Janji there. But Janji defended really well there and is back to 11th place there. Dixon on the inside, he looks a bit impatient, does he, Dixon? Really impatient actually there. I think he needs to be a bit smarter than this and not trade any risk and just take the points he can. If you know what I mean. Dixon, is he decided to give it a go on Janji there, and Janji's going to decide to give it a go in Thor as well. So here we go. Leclerc to 5th place now in front of Famo. But down the inside goes Janji on Thor. Dixon is in front of Thor now as well, and the driver is besides him, but it's not in front of him for the moment. With Sadistic King only 2 tenths behind. Crazy now, we have Leclerc overtaking Miliosi with Sadistic King going in front here of Crazy. Really nice move from him there. With Dixon gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. He's behind Janji now, still behind Janji. And these guys are flying now, aren't they? They are really flying. There's the yellow flag in sector 2, and is that Moody? I think it is, you know. Yeah, he's lost the front wing. Is that another safety car here? No, it isn't. Thank God it isn't. Yellow flag sector 2, what's happened there? Is that Miliosi? Or who was it? I don't know what happened there. Didn't see, but Miliosi is down 5 places, so I think it's something to do with him. Leclerc only 4 tenths behind Federer now. This is a battle for the podium spots here. We've Dixon going in front of Crazy now up to 8th place. He's flying now, isn't he, Dixon? DRS is being enabled this lap. Miliosi gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for track limits. Let's see here what's going to happen between. And Thor is deciding to pit. He's lost his front wing or something. Or is he just going for the fastest lap of the Grand Prix on softs? He might. This is a new front wing. No, it isn't. Just. Oh, it is a new front wing for Thor. Roman's Republic now. He's 4 tenths behind Wild Dog. He's only 4 tenths behind. But he needs to overtake him on track to get in front of him. That's not going to be easy, I think. The driver, Miliosi, or Crazy has spun it. Is that another safety car, a virtual safety car or something? There's debris on track. I might guess it's not. It isn't, alright. That's really nice to see that. But Crazy's down to 13th place with that. He needs a new front wing. Meanwhile, Moody's in the pit lane. But Roman's Republic is battling it out with Wild Duck, and the Leclerc is right behind him as well. This is the first 4 even in one picture. That's really nice to see. It's only 7 laps remaining in this Grand Prix. So let's see what's going to happen down here. Yellow flag again. Is it again crazy? I think it is. Yeah. It was crazy again, I think. We have Wild Dog, Rome's Republic now battling now with Leclerc's teammate. Leclerc doesn't need to take any risk on Rome's Republic because he's his teammate. Dixon is up to P5. He's up to P5 and he's flying. He's now in front of Batsmean and Big Lebowski in front of Miliosi now and is trying to attack Family Newell. But let's get back to the race lead battle, because that's the most interesting one always. And Rome's Republic is attacking Wild Dog down the inside. Really nicely done that from Rome's Republic, and he's up to first place now on the hard compound. We have Big Bells going in front of Van Manubel now to up to 9th place. And then we have Leclerc trying to attack Wild Dog here. He's trying to give it a go in Wild Dog here, but where will he do it? Where is he deciding to give it a go? Leclerc behind Wild Dog still. Not managing to get in front of him for now, but he will get the DRS. Wild Dog won't get DRS, so I think if he waits until the straight, he is past him. He will get past him then. But Wild Dog really needs to watch out now, because it's Leclerc behind him, but Vedran is coming very fast as well. He's approaching very fast, and as is Dixon. Old softs. I think Leclerc is passing Wild Dog now, isn't he? Leclerc is now going down the inside. Dixon sets new fastest lap of race, 1:48. That's no surprise there with Dixon on the softs. Leclerc up to 2nd place now, with Wild Dog in 3rd, but Vedran is coming as well now in the hards. He's 7/10 behind Wild Dog. Miliosi's up to 10th place. He is in front of Family Newman now. Really nice move from him there. But we have Rome's Republic 3 seconds leading then. Wild Dog is under really big pressure now from Vedran and Dixon. He's under really big pressure. Is he stretching those mediums to the end? I think he might do that, but Bilios is still battling out there with Famo for P10 with the last point is it as well. Let's see what's happening on track here, and that it goes Dixon, tries it on Vedran on the outside, but Vedran keeps the gap closed there and smashes the door in his face. Wild Dog, Vedran and Dixon battling out for the podium spots now. Dixon really wants to get it, as you can see. He really wants to. Will he succeed in that? Because there's a 3-second time penalty. Vedran hasn't got that. And there's still 5 laps remaining, so who knows. Dixon's going to try it right now. Leclerc set his fastest lap of the race, 1:40.6. Will Dixon go under that? No, he won't. Leclerc has to... Oh, Wild Dog has spun out Vedran, I think. Wild Dog has spun out Vedran there, and I think the stewards will review that. That is going to be a review of the stewards there. What has happened? Moody is standing still on track, and Crazy's crashed it out, or what has happened there? I think Crazy's crashed it out there, but no safety car at all. So we're back into racing speed. Dixon now attacking Wild Dog. This is for the podium, guys, and Leclerc is winning this Grand Prix for the moment, isn't he, Leclerc? Yes. He is winning this Grand Prix for now, because Rome's Republic has got a 3-second time penalty. And Dixon is going to try sand it here on Wild Dog, no doubt about that. And he will, Dixon. He will go beside him here on the outside. A really nice move there from Dixon. Really, really nice. He gets up to P3 there with that run. I bet Wild Dog's mediums will be dead towards this then. 21 laps on mediums. That is a big achievement, of course, but he's pitting. He is pitting. No, he's not pitting. Oh, he's not pitting. Alright. That was a bit crazy there. As Fedrin has had a moment there. That puts Matteo up to 9th place now. Moody is pitting, but we're going towards the first place here. The battle for first place. Fedrin gets a 5-second penalty. You're speeding the pit lane now. Oh, he's ruined his race there. Actually, he hasn't done it himself, but yeah, most likely, I don't know if it will racing incident down to one instead of Wild Dog. That will be reviewed after the race, of course. Leclerc, is he going to battle with his teammate? He doesn't need to. He really doesn't need to, because he doesn't have a penalty and Rome's Republic has got a penalty. To just stay like this, it will be for Red Bull 1-2. So that will be absolute dominance for Red Bull there. And actually Aston Martin doing a really good job as well. 3rd and 7th place. With Wild Dog in 4th place for the Merc. But Sadistic King is coming now towards Wild Dog. Sadistic King is approaching Wild Dog for 4th place now. And this is going to be a nice battle as well, as his driver is approaching Battles Mini now. He's got a time penalty. He needs to go past him as soon as he can. Let's see what's going to happen there between the driver and Battles Mini here on track. The driver's a much faster tire, obviously, on the soft compound compared to the hard. He is not being able to send it there. With Leclerc now. Oh, they're going to battle it out, the teammates. And that is Leclerc going into 1st place on track as well now. That's him now legitimately winning the Grand Prix as well. And so this King in front of Wild Dog now into 4th place. With Family Newell pitting. Family Newell has decided to pit. What's he going to go for? He's going to go for Sauce Baby with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Yep, he is. What battle's going on the track? We have the driver still behind Battles Mini now. He really needs to get past him if he wants to get P6. And can Battles Mini stay within 3 seconds of Wild Dog? If he can, he will take P5. If he can't, Wild Dog will keep his 5th place. Will be a really great race from him then. Let's see if the driver will get Battles Mini at the end of this lap. He's now he's too far off. He is too far off Battles Mini there. Is Leclerc driving away from Republic? Yeah, he is. He's driving away from him, and that's most likely will be a Red Bull 1-2 here in the Singapore Grand Prix. Absolute Red Bull dominance today. This was all about Red Bull. Yellow flag in sector 3. Who is that? Is that... It was Moody, I think. It was Moody who's had a moment. And Fedrin sets his fastest lap of the Grand Prix on mediums. Why is he on mediums? Maybe run out of softs. But he sets the fastest time of the Grand Prix for now. Really nice from him there. Really nice stuff. who is on what time penalty. That might be interesting. We have, for the moment, Rome's Republic on 3-second time penalty, Dixon on 3-second time penalty. We have Wild Dog, who will lose his 5th position to Battles Meaty. If it stays like this, we have the driver with a 6-second time penalty, Miliosi with a 3-second time penalty. Page Brigade has an 8-second time penalty, which will put Thor into 10th place and will grab him some points. We have Genji in 12th place, they have a 3-second time penalty as the clerk is going in for his last lap. We have Veteran 5-second and Femo Newbold with 3-second. Veteran, never mind about that, Veteran is now with 8-second time penalty. Let's drive on board with Leclerc to the end of his Grand Prix here. Let's see if we can get this Grand Prix to a good end. Leclerc and Rome's Republic have been absolutely dominating this race. Big Bells was in there as well, but he had a moment in turn 1 and that has really ruined this race. He's now in P8, but he will be put up into P7, I believe, for now. Actually, 7 seconds. We will see at the end of the Grand Prix. We'll see at the end of the Grand Prix. I think he won't take the driver now, but this distance behind him is only like 7.5 seconds. I think driver has a 6-second time, but that will be not enough for Big Balls to overtake him. Veteran is now in front of Genji as we go with Leclerc into the last corners of this Grand Prix here in Singapore. Will he be our winner today? JJ gets 3-second time at the end, but Leclerc wins the Grand Prix here in Singapore in the FRL. Rome's Republic finished in 2nd place here, which is a really dominant Red Bull performance. We have Dixon crossing the finish line in P3 after all his moments. Really great result from him there, getting the podium in. We have Sadistic King crossing the finish line in P4. Wildux managed to keep his mediums on, a really great result from him there. Where will that put him? Battles Meaty goes to 5th with that, and Wild Dog will end up in P6. Very great result for him there. The driver P7. Big Bells will come in home in 8th place. Miliosi comes home in 9th place. Page will probably come home in 11th place, 12th place maybe even, because of Veteran and Thor are really close behind her, and he gets a 5-second time penalty for an unserved penalty. And Thor goes into 10th place, Veteran will finish in 12th place, Genji has finished in 13th place, and Famo will finish in 14th place, and that are all the finishers. Moody has crashed it on the... Has Moody crashed on the last lap? He has crashed on the last lap, and that's Famo just messing around there. Well, that was a really interesting Grand Prix, to be fair. There were 5 safety cars at the end of this Grand Prix. This was absolute madness here. This really was madness. As we can see the champagne bottles popping here for who said it was Leclerc, and for Rome's Republic and Dixon. They are now celebrating their podiums here in Singapore. So yeah, that was a really nice Grand Prix, actually, really exciting Grand Prix. So let's see what the final standings will be then. It is Veteran who gets the point for the fastest lap, but it will be Leclerc who wins at the front of Rome's Republic in 2nd place. Dixon completes the podium with Sadistic King in P4, Pedals Meaty in P5, Wild Dog P6, the driver P7, Big Boss Bells with P8. Miliosi will be in P9 with Thor in P10. We have Page in 11 with Veteran in 12. Genji became 13, Famo 14. And then unfortunately we lost 6 drivers in our race. These are Moody, Crazy, Riddle Stakes, William Gaiman, The Warrior and Lappy. That was an exciting race. I would like to thank each and everyone for watching this Grand Prix here in Singapore. I would like to thank the admins of FRL to let me take an opportunity to take a shot on doing comms here. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys hopefully next time in RRL here.